aka El Drago. Okay, yeah, I said that wrong. What's going on YouTube? It's El Drago, aka the sweetest dragon in all the land. So what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna be doing another episode of Momo Talks Onigiri. If you are questioning about the title, it's because I decided to delete my first two videos and then remake them. There was some stuff that I didn't really explain. Some stuff I didn't really explain. So I kind of, feel bad for not doing that. And I honestly feel like you guys would probably get really confused, if I don't explain and talk about what I didn't talk about. So I didn't really want you guys to do that and to get upset because I gave you bad information. So I'm just basically making a revamp of episode 1. I also deleted episode 1.5. I also deleted episode 1. I'm actually going to remake that video too. I'm going to put that as episode something instead, because I shouldn't have started off with episode 1 with that, because there's no point in talking about that. Because if you're honestly watching this, you're gonna be really confused watching episode 1. It's why is this guy talking about this first? If this is supposed to be a guide. But yeah, so you're not gonna be able to watch those videos anymore. If you want to look back, at the videos, you're gonna have to watch this one. I'm gonna be basically talking about pretty much the same stuff. Some stuff extra. I'll probably try to make it shorter as well. But don't fret, cause it's this video is gonna be there, and it's gonna basically talk about what I talked about in the first episode. So don't fret or be scared if you want to look back, because it's gonna be in this video. So anyways, let's actually get away from that and talk about what this series is, since I'm remaking my first video. So for pretty much this series, this is pretty much going to be a guide for anybody that needs help in playing this game and that wants to play this game. I'm pretty much just going to be talking about stuff that you need to do in the game, to get better. Pretty much what you need to do in the game to get better, and then, just going through story and doing all kind of knickknacks and stuff, talking about events, etc. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing in this series. So if you want to get better at the game, I suggest watching all of the episodes, if you want to watch it. But yeah, so that's pretty much what this is going to be. So yeah, anyways, let's actually start talking about the beginning of the game, and pretty much what you should be doing, the weapons you should be getting, and etc. So, pretty much, when you first start off the game, the main thing really is to start with the story. But there's actually two paths you can honestly take. It really just depends on how you want to play the game. You can either level up first, or you can either do the story first. Now to level up, you have to do a little bit of the story to get a certain area to level up unlocked. There are actually, honestly, two places you can honestly level up. A lot of people don't really talk about this this thing right here. When I actually first started playing this game, I went to her first and leveled up, mostly because they didn't really have the EXP dungeon. But I pretty much went to her to level up. You can get like a significant amount of gold too if you want to change like your hairstyle or whatever. But you get gold and experience. But I only did it pretty much a couple of times. But if you do it this way, using her, you're definitely gonna have to come back again, you know, throughout to like level up. But really, the main thing is people will do is do a little bit of the story. This is not for noobs. This is pretty much people that play the game and like have decide to make a new character. But what they do is they usually first do the little bit of the story to unlock Chifurui, and then what they do is they work on this thing in daily dungeons called the EXP ticket. You pretty much do this to level up. It only costs 25 energy. I'm not really sure how much you'll have to level up, but you know, I think you only start off with like 50, so you're only going to be able to do that twice. But that's going to be that's something that people do first, is they, you know, do that and then level up a little bit. No matter what, you're going to have to keep on coming back to you know, level up, because you know, you have to use energy to actually, I wonder which one's faster. I'll have to actually see which one's faster. This costs 10. This actually might be faster, but I'm not sure. But you know, when you do that EXP ticket like a few times, you know, it's gonna cost you energy, and then you're not gonna really be able to level up anymore. And then you're gonna have to, you know, do story, and then once you get your thing back, you're gonna come back and level up. So yeah, but that's pretty much what most people do. They level up first. I'm actually gonna do the bulletin of the week thing because I think it really helps out. So I'm just gonna put this as one. It doesn't matter which one you do. Both you're gonna really end up having to come back and level up. But in my honest opinion, leveling up first would be better because you can get through the story faster. But you can honestly do either one of these first. You know, you can do the story first a little bit, then level up, then, you know, go back and do story, then level up, or level up a little bit, do the story, come back after doing a little bit of the story, level up. You know, it really doesn't matter. One thing to actually know is you're actually going to pick up a weapon here that you're going to want to use. It'll help you get through this story. I'm not sure how far it would be good, but it'll definitely help you throughout the story, and that's pretty much to get these Zunda weapons. These are pretty much for noobs, but they're, you know, good weapons, you know, for the beginning of the game to help you get through story. So yeah, pick up those as well. You're definitely gonna want to pick up those. And then I don't know about the whatever weapons you. Once you get to level 90, I guess I would buy these also. These I haven't really used or asked anybody about these, but I guess they're okay. So number 2 is going to be friendship leveling up. So this is going to be something that you're going to keep on doing till you get the islands where you can just continuously do one level to pretty much farm for stuff to feed your NPC friends, which are these people. A lot of people will say to level up these, to level up Yoshi and Kaguya, Amaterasu, and whatever first. Yes, you're supposed to level those up, but what you want to do is honestly level up Shizuku to level 7 or 10, and then once you get Susanoo, level him up to level 10. Because those two you're going to need to level up to basically continue on the story. So once you pretty much get those two done, you want to like probably put those two aside and then work on Yotsune, Amaterasu, Kaguya, Momotaru, the cat girl, and Miroku, and then do Suzuki, whatever. But yeah, after you're done, you definitely want to do that. The two main ones you want to work for on first to level up is Yotsune and Kaguya, because those two are going to be the main two that you're going to pretty much keep on going back to like make weapons and stuff, and your armor are going to be called Magatamas, by the way. It's more like a equipment thing. It's not really armor, but I just call it armor because, you know, that's how you do it. But if you don't level those two up, you're not going to be able to make better equipment and you know, have better equipment. So you want to work on those two first, and then you know, after that, Momotaru would be next, because he can upgrade your skills from like 3 to 5 or whatever. Not 3 to 5, but it goes from like 3, 4, 5, whatever. Next, you want to level up either Doji or Amaterasu. I'm not really sure which one you should level up first, but Doji gives you like better liquor, which you can use the liquor to basically give your character health or a stat boost or something. You know, that those definitely help out as well. There's some liquor that improves your healing. The food that you eat, it increases the amount of HP you gain, so you know, that's good too. And then Amaterasu involves with like titles. Titles are really good too to like help you out with like raising your affinity, giving you like elemental boosts, etc. So yeah, but that's pretty much it for that. But like I said, just level those two up and then work on the rest. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be something we're going to be doing, you know, going back and doing throughout the story. So number 3, this is pretty important too. When you're pretty much playing this game, you don't really need to worry about it till you get to Kaguya, really. Not Kaguya. Till you get to Kyoto, but really, this is honestly just, in my opinion, this is honestly something to worry about once you start working on your 105s, and that is to Number 3 is going to be decide your web class. This is very important because once you start working on your weapon class, you're not going to be able to pretty much use any other weapons other than that weapon. So you're gonna wanna basically choose a weapon class that you like. So this is pretty much very important. You want to decide this during the beginning of the game, because if you don't, you know, if you're getting like your 105s and using like a 105 that works for like wand, and you like using spear, and you're using spears, those mags aren't gonna help you at all. Those mags are only gonna be your 105s that you make. They're only gonna be pretty much used for like wands. They're only gonna give wands boosts, and then if you get like Magatamas that are similar to like your dusk Magatamas, which gives, I believe, your rank 6 skill. I believe it gets your like rank 6 skill, like 40 skill force or 50. I don't remember, but if you get that weapon, those Magatamas also only help out with that specific weapon. So if you put those on and you're using, say this time you're using like, you have one for like twin swords and you're using a sword, it's not gonna help your sword do damage or do better at all. It's only gonna work for twin swords. So that's why I say you should decide your weapon class. Now, when you decide your weapon class, make sure it's a class that you like, because you're going to be pretty much sticking with that class throughout the whole game. You're only going to be making weapons of that class. There are some exceptions. I'll explain that here in a second, but you're pretty much going to be making weapons for only that class. So, for pretty much most of the part. But if you end up choosing a class that you don't like, you've pretty much gotten a lot of stuff with work hard. It's pretty much getting stuff in this game like takes time, and it takes like a lot of effort, and putting in all that effort to do one thing to where you want to do something else is you're just gonna like not gonna want to be able to do it, and then you're gonna be playing a game with a weapon that you don't enjoy. I made a mistake doing that, so yeah. But anyways, you want to choose your weapon class before you make your 105s. Now, before I get talking on to my next bulletin point, there are going to be weapons that you will be making, but these weapons are only for like support. You're not going to be making them to use pretty much to like use to like kill or defeat enemies or anything. The first weapon that you're going to be making is a staff. Staff is just going to be mainly used for like healing, or it's pretty much going to be used for healing, regenerating your SP, or resurrecting your teammates that you're with. This is pretty much for carrying. You definitely want to have a staff, because if someone carries you, you can at least do something by, healing their MP and HP instead of just sitting there and doing nothing. But, a staff is going to be the weapon that you're going to eventually be making, and it's one of the exceptions. The next thing that you're going to be making is a bow. So for me, on this character, I'm a bow user, so I don't really have to worry about that. But you're eventually gonna make a bow, and bows are pretty much used only for vanguards. So your vanguard has like a gauge. Let me see if I have it. Yeah, I have a vanguard. Let's bring out the lolly. So bows are going to be used to basically use for your vanguard. This line right here, this is your fill-up guard, or what gauge or whatever. And basically what this is for once it gets to full, you're able to use your Vanguard. But you use your bows when you're doing like just the boss fights or whatever alone. You use your arrows to basically fill up your character, your Vanguard's gauge bar, so you can use it. So it's also used to like do the bow glitch too. I'm not really sure how to do that. You're gonna have to look on the if it's actually, I don't even know if they still have the bow glitch. I assume they do, but that's something that you're gonna want to look up. I'm not entirely sure how to explain it, but that's also something you're gonna need a bow for, because once you get into like the higher ranks for the EXP dungeon and level up, you're gonna get like jack shit when it comes to the EXP bag. So when you do the bow glitch, it allows you to get like more bags of XP. So instead of like spending a bunch of energy to do it, you're gonna not really be spending much energy at all. So it basically helps you get to point A for your leveling up to point B faster. That's pretty much why you use the bow glitch. I didn't use the bow glitch at all, which sucks because it honestly really helps out a lot, but that's something that you're going to need to also learn how to do in this game. This is also something I forgot to mention, I think, also in my first episode. I might have actually, I'm not really sure, but those are some two exceptions of weapons, you know, that you're going to be using in making. But keep a note that those weapons are just going to be there for support. They're not going to be used to kill enemies at all. So yeah. Anyway, so that pretty much is it for deciding your weapons. Let me see here. Let me see if I missed anything so far. I don't think I did. Alright. So 4. Now this one is worth... So this is the honestly part I hate about talking about the game. And this is where things get like really messy and the game becomes really confusing. And this is the part that I totally missed out on talking about, which I feel really bad. I'm not really sure which one to do first would be better. In my personal opinion, making your Magatamas is easier. But yeah, number 4, you're going to either be working on your beginning webs or 105s. Now you're probably confused on like beginning webs because there's so many webs to choose from. Your beginning webs are going to be your 105, 6 weapons. I think is what they are. It's going to be like your 105 or 6 weapons, your Satan weapon, and then your pretty much vet weapon. Those are pretty much going to be the weapons that you're going to pretty much be working on. I haven't really seen people use like Oshu weapons. Oshu weapons are actually like the 105s. I had one myself, which was like a better Samahada weapon. That's the Mushu, like the leveled up Mushu. It doesn't really give like good stats, but like I think in my honest opinion it would help you out like later in the game. Or at least help you out, but you're definitely gonna make your like your weapon that you make before your vet weapon, and then your Satan weapon. So those are going to be the first two weapons that you're going to be making when it comes to beginner weapons. And then your 105s are, like I said earlier, your mags that are going to pretty much basically boost your weapon of choice by like a whole bunch. Okay, we're gonna look at like stats. So I'm using silos, and for my skill force, they pretty much level up on my like rank 5s and stuff for pretty much everything here. But your 105s are gonna be basically your 105 equipment, armor equipment are gonna level up your specific weapon that you choose to a decent amount. I forget what it is. It basically just makes you stronger and then makes you able to take hits more. That's basically what it is. But those are pretty much going to be what you are going to be making first. Now, I'm not really sure which one you should do first. And like I said, in my honest opinion, you want to make your 105s first. But the part that I actually forgot to mention that's like really confusing about these two is when you're working on these two, you're gonna have to do like dungeons that are like really challenging, and it's gonna probably involve you asking for someone to basically carry you. Let's see here. I'll show you here in a second. This thing is a Satan. Is your Satan? You're pretty much Satan boss fight. And as you look here, you have like 108, 118, and then 128. You know, when you're like at a low level, you have jack shit when it comes to Magatamas. These two are definitely going to be like hard to do. It's going to take you time, but like, if you're good at the game, you know, it's not going to really bother you, you know, that much because you're going to know pretty much what to do. But yeah, if you're not good at the game, doing this stuff is going to be like really, you know, really tough for you. So it's going to involve you getting carried, which really sucks. One thing you can honestly do to fix that is you can end up like farming for not farming, but like putting a little bit of money in this game to actually buy like the scrolls. So all you can do is just buy the work on getting the items and stuff. So it makes things a whole lot easier when you just have to farm those because those items are like in other places. But making these weapons are going to be, making this equipment is going to be like challenging if you're not very good at the game. So in my honest opinion, I would try to find someone, you know, become friends or find someone that can help you carry you or put in some money to actually buy the scrolls for these two, and just buy them and then start farming the materials that you need to make these. But yeah, and then 105s are the 105s. This one is also confusing too. Both of these are, you know, really confusing and a mess. But for me, for like making 105s, one of mine actually had to go into the moon. So I basically had to finish the story on, pretty much get really far and almost get done with the story to start start making my 105s. So, so there, you're definitely gonna have to like also find someone to carry you. I think I'm messing up a little bit on explaining these, but basically what I'm saying is these are gonna be like a little tough if you're not good at the game. So you're basically gonna want to try to have someone to carry you. But once you pretty much get this, things will definitely be able to be a lot easier. You should definitely do a lot, be able to deal damage, do a lot better, and do things by yourself. But yeah, these two are definitely you're gonna probably need help on. That's what I didn't mention before in my last video, and that's pretty important. It sucks. I hate that honestly Cyberstep did this, because like when doing this, they're pretty much just all over the place, and I don't see how they can expect people, you know, that don't understand the game or aren't good at the game to pretty much be able to do this. It's also pretty important to know like elements that your opponent's weak against also. The monsters are weak against, because if you don't have like an element that, if you're using an element that the thing is also not weak against, you're pretty much screwed, so that's pretty important too. I forgot to mention that as well, but yeah, these are going to be something that you're going to need to work on. I'm probably going to make another episode 1.5, and talk about like skill force and stats and all that stuff, because that's part of being a good player as well. That's also something you need to learn. I just wanted to get through like the basics of what you need to do to like get started in the game, but yeah, you're definitely gonna wanna. This is something you're gonna need. You know, once you start getting through the game, you're gonna be wanna have these two, because it's gonna be pretty much the stepping stone to eventually get to your mid game weapons, and then pretty much to get to your end game weapons and armor. So yeah, this is pretty important. So yeah, I will also leave in the description below. I will leave my gamer tag and my Discord if you want to message me there to help out, because like I said, this stuff can be like challenging, and I pretty much can do pretty much this some of the stuff, so I can, you know, at least help you guys out if you need help. So if you need help or have any like questions, just message me on my Discord, or you can message me on my gamer tag. I'll actually leave all of my gamer tags. This is my separate account, so I probably won't be as much as this account. So if you message this account, you're probably not going to be I probably won't see your message. So I won't see your message. So because I mostly am on my main account, but just in case, I'll give you both accounts, because I do get on this account and mess around on it. So yeah. But anyways, let's actually get away from that and get on to number 5. And I feel this is pretty important, and this is something you're gonna want to learn to do to get better at the game, which is study the boss fights. So once you get like to the higher stuff, the bosses are gonna get harder. But each boss has pretty much a pattern on how you should pretty much be killing and fighting the boss. So this is something you're gonna have to learn how to do. It's definitely gonna make the game a lot easier if you learn pretty much how to do that. But otherwise, You know, this is something you don't really have to do, but in my honest opinion, if you want to get like far in the game, this is something that's gonna help you out a lot. You know, when it comes to being able to do stuff like by yourself, if no one can help you, you know, you can at least like learn to, you know, be able to fight bosses and stuff on your own. But this is going to be something you're going to want to learn how to do if you want to eventually like take this game seriously and, you know, get your like better equipment and stuff. Otherwise, you're just going to have a really hard time. But like I said, the bosses have like a pattern. You just got to figure out and basically learn that pattern and learn how to pretty much fight when to attack and stuff. And another thing that's also that you need to learn is perfect blocking. And perfect blocking is when you pretty much hit the block button like right before the enemy attacks. When you perfect block, you don't get dealt damage. So that's also something you really need to learn how to do in this game because when it comes to this game and its bosses and its leveling system is all over the goddamn place. So you're pretty much going to be a glass cannon throughout the whole day. Think of it as like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When you're using a combo deck. You know, when you're using a combo deck, you want to pretty much do stuff, set up your board, and basically be able to make sure that your opponent can't, you know, do anything. You pretty much want to deal as much damage and kill your opponent as fast as possible. That's pretty much how this game pretty much is. So study the boss fights and learn how to perfect guard. If you do those, this game will definitely be like a lot easier for you to handle, and you probably won't, you know, die as much. Whatnot. Things are still, honestly, in my opinion, still going to be a little bit tough, but you know, it'll help out a lot. Let me see here. Did I miss anything? Before I actually start thinking about if I miss anything, I want to actually give like a brief something on something here. I talked about like elements and stuff. There are certain weapons that each weapon class has, where a weapon gives like plus to like an element. So you want to definitely get skills for that weapon, for the element. So one thing you can do is just farm this skill thing. You want to farm the hell, because it gives you like rank 5 and up for that. But yeah, you definitely want to farm this for getting like good skills. It's completely, you know, random and whatnot. So, but that's something that that's actually good to do. I'll probably make a separate video talking about skills, but yeah, if you don't like have any good skills, that's something you could like just farm for. There's certain skills that you wanna like look for. Like for me, I had a vet weapon. A vet weapon that gave like plus holy and fire, so I had to like farm holy and fire weapons, or not holy and fire weapons, holy and fire skills. And once you equip those, they basically make your pretty much weapon better. So the higher the skills, the more damage you're gonna deal too. So that's actually something too. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. This person just called me a monkey. Are you serious? Are you serious, Oda? How dare you call me a monkey? That's not nice. I'm surprised she didn't call me slave. monkey is such an odd term to use, in my honest opinion. Shoot, what was there was something I was thinking about, but I completely forgot about it. Shit, what was it? Actually, there's something I can talk about that I didn't talk about in last episode that's actually pretty nice. You get 2 free vanguards called Izuna and Genai. You can actually buy their scrolls in the shop here too. It only costs like 50, but if you don't have a vanguard, you know, those are 2 vanguards you can get. They're not like good, but at the same time they're not bad. But you know, it's just nice to have. I would honestly get Genai first because Genai can like kill like mobs of enemies. Wait, did I actually talk about this? I don't think I did. Alright, I'll talk about this in a second. You definitely want to work on getting scrolls from Genai first. Genai's really good. She has good vanguards are also nice too. I'll make a separate video about vanguards, but vanguards are just nice because you have like durability on your weapons, and a lot of your weapons will most likely have like low durability. So pretty much having a vanguard at your disposal, you know, you won't use as much durability. So it's just really, really nice to have. But something I forgot to mention is. I was looking at this name change. This isn't what I was thinking about. You're gonna get something in Kyoto, which is this. This actually involves with choosing your weapon choice. I actually didn't talk about this. I forgot to talk about this, but you'll be getting one of these for like Kyoto, and pretty much what this does is it restarts your stats and allowing you to choose a different personality. To choosing your personalities like give like boost to certain weapons. It basically just tells you what weapons you can use, you'll be getting one with you'll be basically getting one of those in Kyoto. So when it comes into like putting in your stats, you know, don't really worry about, you know, your stats, you know, that much, because you're gonna end up using that to restart it. So like once you do your weapon choice, pick your weapon choice, that's when you're gonna have to actually be careful with putting in, you know, your stats. But until you actually decide your weapon of choice, you don't really have to worry about, you know, restarting your stats, whatever. Don't waste those, by the way, because they do cost like 149 OC. So basically you're gonna be spending like 20 bucks just to buy one to restart your stats, which is dumb. But yeah, you want to save that till you're ready to make your weapon of choice. But yeah, that's something I forgot to mention. I apologize for that. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for that. What was it that I wanted to talk about? I know it was something like somewhat of importance, but I can't remember. Shoot.
昨日は夜通し遊び尽くしたのでな。眠い。
Here's something I can actually talk about real fast. This is called Weapon Hunt. This is just to get like powerful, you know, decent weapons. When I was actually first playing this game, this honestly helped me out a lot. So if you want to get like okay weapons, they're not like good weapons, but they're weapons that basically carry you a little bit through the story till you get pretty much start making your 105s and your like other weapons and whatnot. But yeah. Anyways, I think that's honestly it because I can't think of anything else that I'm missing. Oh, actually, one thing you can honestly do on the side, which is bullet point 6, I've actually talked about this like in a later episode. I'm gonna like talk briefly about it because I have a whole episode talking about this, but one thing you can honestly do is just work on events. When you're working on the events, you want to start early, like right when the event comes out, the first week, because that's pretty much when the high level people are gonna be pretty much farming the event, and you'll get free carries by doing that. So you can get some really nifty things for like the event, which is really nice. It's really good. Definitely a lot of the stuff from the event is that you can get you can use to make like stuff that you can make later. So yeah, and then not only that, some of them give like away free Vanguard. That's actually another reason you should work on events. Like I said, I already made an episode about events, so you should check that out. I basically talk about the importance of doing the event. So yeah, but I think that's pretty much it. I think I basically explained the premise on. Oh, I remember. Alright. Glad I remembered. Now this one, I'm not really sure if this is like the start of a mid game or if it's like the pretty much end of the beginning game. But probably the last thing you're going to be doing is working on your vet web. And working on your vet web is the web that you basically make for the vet web. So once you make that web, you're going to be using that for a little bit, and then you're going to eventually make your vet web, which I think is like a level 113 weapon. And honestly, the reason why I say it could honestly count for like a mid-game weapon is because you're going to be like on that range where you're going to be making your guard weapons. You pretty much are going to be using like when you're like level 117 or 120, whatever. I also made an episode explaining mid-game stuff too, so watch that after you watch this one. But yeah, that's why I say vet weapons could honestly be in the low tier, or not the low tier, but part of the start and beginning of your mid-tier weapon making or whatever. So, but I'm gonna put it here for this episode because it could also be considered a beginner weapon. So the very last thing you'd be doing to like start working on the mid-tier weapon is definitely working on your vet web. Working on your vet web, you're gonna be working on the beach, which is, I'll actually show you here in a second. There's actually gonna be like two beaches. One's gonna be like an island, the other's just gonna be like a beach, but the vet weapon, you're gonna be pretty much doing a bunch of stuff here. It's gonna be right here. when you start making your vet weapon, you're pretty much going to be spending a lot of your time here for pretty much actually trying to get the vet weapon. The vet weapon you get by pretty much let me see. The vet weapon you're pretty much going to be making here. You're going to pretty much be doing like all the missions on Hell. Once you complete all the missions on Hell, you're going to be able to get your vet web. So once you start working on your vet web, you're going to be doing that, and then you'll farm for like the rest of your stuff. So yeah, but that should be the very last thing you should be doing in the beginning part of the game. You can, in my honest opinion, people don't really do this, but I think it could honestly help out a lot. I really don't see anything wrong with like making multiples of like a certain weapon if it's like really good. So if it gives like good stats and you want to make multiple of them and just use that one, that's fine. But it's good to honestly have like a variety of weapons that you can use, because you know every boss has like a different element that is weak against, and if you use a weapon you're going to be dealing more damage if you use a weapon that has that an opponent's weak against. But some skills on a weapon can be like really good, like in Odachi's Skyrim sword, I think it was called. It gives like really good holy element, so if you put like holy empty sky slash and just keep on like dodging and stuff, you can use it to like sting really fast with that. But that's honestly just an example. I'm not really sure about what but yeah, I just figured I would mention that before I actually do this video. So I think that's pretty much it. I think I pretty much covered the bias of all these. So a quick recap of what you should be doing for this. You know, you're gonna pretty much be doing these first three things. Like, you're pretty much gonna be doing these first three things before you actually start working on your 105s and web. So pretty much you're gonna be like leveling up and then working on friendship, and then deciding your class. So these are going to be the first three things you're going to be doing. This one, I'm not really sure when the time is, but you definitely want to do it before you start farming for this. So this will probably be like maybe around, either that or Ichigo, in my honest opinion. But you should be able to, you should be fine by following this guide right here. When it comes to these two, I would honestly try to either buy or ask for help for these. Like I said, I will leave my stuff in the description below, so if you need help, I will come and basically help assist you. But yeah, so, and then like learning, so you level up first, work on your friendship, choose a weapon class, and then work on making those weapons. And then after that, you study the boss fights, and then basically work on their movement speed, their movements and stuff, and then work on perfect guard, and then working on event is just like do whatever, and then working on your event weapon. Pretty much, if you do this, you'll be ready for the next step, which is the mid game. And mid game is where things honestly get like less confusing. Mid game to end game is pretty much linear, so which is really nice. I don't know why they decided to mess everything up when it comes to the follow this guide and you should be fine. And if you need help, you know, ask someone, because like I said, the 105s and then the beginning weapons are going to be a little bit tough, because you're going to have to fight. You're pretty much going to have to fight bosses at like a really low level, with shit equipment and shit. So yeah. But anyways, I'm going to end the video here, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and then watch my other videos about this, because I am making a guide to basically help you through the game. Check out my other content as well. I do Let's Plays. I'm doing Let's Plays of games. They're pretty fun, and I think you guys would check those out. Make sure you also like this video too. Liking this video, that just lets me know that you like my content and you enjoy watching my videos. And then make sure you smash the notification bell, destroy it, I don't care, do whatever. Just make sure you click it, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to see when I'm streaming or anything. So make sure you do that. Anyways, I hope I helped you guys out a little bit. If you have any questions, like I said, leave in the comment section below, or message me